If you are reading this right now, it is not because the algorithm randomly chose you, it is because something inside you recognized a frequency that most people cannot even perceive. This message was encoded for one specific soul, and that soul is staring at these words right now. You feel it, do not you? That pull in your chest, that knowing that refuses to be silenced. You are not like them, and you never have been. While others sleep, you sense. While others follow, you question. While others accept what they are told, something in you has always whispered that there is more, that you were built for something they cannot comprehend. You have tried to fit in, tried to dim your light, tried to convince yourself that you are ordinary, but the universe will not let you hide anymore. Type Amen if you feel this pull. They called you sensitive. They said you overthink. They told you to be realistic, to stop dreaming, to come back down to earth. But what they did not understand is that you were never meant to stay on the ground. You were designed to see beyond the veil, to feel what cannot be touched, to know what cannot be taught. And now, this very moment, the final veil is lifting. You have been in preparation, even when it felt like punishment. Every betrayal that broke you was breaking you open. Every loss that emptied you was making room. Every night you cried alone in the dark was not abandonment. It was initiation. You were being forged in a fire that would have destroyed anyone else, but not you. Never you. Because you are not anyone else. There is a reason you have always felt different. There is a reason you never quite belonged anywhere, why groups felt suffocating, why small talk drained your soul, why you could see through people's masks while they smiled and lied. You were not broken. You were awake in a world that is still sleeping, and the awakened cannot rest among the dreamers. I need you to understand something that will change everything. You did not find this message found you. It traveled through noise and distraction, through doubt and fear, through every voice that told you that you were imagining things. And it found you anyway because this is your confirmation. You are one of the chosen ones, not chosen by ego, not chosen by luck, chosen by design, by the very force that moves galaxies and breaks chains. Take a moment and leave a comment below with the word chosen so that this message can find others like you. Your simple act of typing creates a signal, a beacon that calls to other souls who are ready to awaken. Do not underestimate the power of your participation in this moment. You have been carrying something heavy, and you have carried it silently. You smiled when you were breaking. You showed up when you were empty. You gave when you had nothing left, and you thought no one saw. But I saw every tear that fell in secret, every prayer you whispered when you could not even form words anymore, every moment you almost gave up, but chose to breathe one more time. I saw it all, and I counted every single one. And now I am telling you, the weight is lifting. Not because your struggle is over, but because you are finally strong enough to carry what comes next. You are not being rescued from your journey. You are being promoted within it. The pain you endured was not random suffering. It was specific preparation for a specific assignment that only you can fulfill. There are people waiting for you who do not even know your name yet. There are lives that will be changed by your presence, by your story, by the light you carry that was refined in all that darkness. You have been hidden for a season, not because you were forgotten, but because you were being prepared in private for a public purpose. And that season is ending. If this resonates deeply within you, gently tap the like button as an act of agreement with what is unfolding. When you align your energy with truth, you amplify it. Your like is not just a click. It is a declaration that you are ready. Right now, something is shifting in the invisible realm. Doors that were sealed are beginning to crack open. Paths that were hidden are starting to appear. People who were kept from you are being moved into position. This is not wishful thinking. This is orchestrated alignment, and you are at the center of it. You have felt the stirring, have you not? That restlessness, that sense that something big is coming, that your life is about to change in ways you cannot yet articulate. That feeling is not anxiety. It is anticipation. It is your spirit recognizing what your mind has not yet seen. Trust it. It has never lied to you. The universe is removing everything that does not serve your next level. Relationships that once felt essential are fading. Habits that once comforted you now feel hollow. Places that once felt like home now feel like cages. This is not loss. This is liberation. You are being stripped down to your essence so that you can rebuild aligned with who you truly are, not who you were taught to be. You are stepping into your authority, and not everyone will celebrate that. Some will try to pull you back. Some will call you selfish. Some will remind you of who you used to be, trying to trap you in an old version of yourself that no longer exists. Let them talk. Let them judge. Let them misunderstand. Your assignment is not to convince them. Your assignment is to keep moving. And if you feel led to support this work so it can continue reaching others who are awakening, there is a donation link in the comments. When you give with a pure heart, you open a channel for abundance to flow back into your life. Blessings sent always return multiplied. This is universal law. You are being called to trust yourself in a deeper way now. Not the shallow trust that says everything will be easy, but the profound trust that says even when it is hard, you are capable. Even when you cannot see the next step, you will be guided. Even when you stand alone, you are not abandoned. You have been built for this. There is an opportunity forming in your life right now, and it will not come with fireworks or loud announcements. It will come quietly, almost easily overlooked if you are distracted. That is why I am speaking to you now. So you will recognize it, so you will not dismiss it as too simple or too small. So you will see it for what it truly is, a doorway. This opportunity will require you to act even when you do not feel ready. It will ask you to speak even when your voice shakes. It will push you to step forward even when the outcome is not guaranteed. And every ounce of you will want to wait, to prepare more, to be certain. But certainty is not the currency of the chosen. Faith is. You have spent too long doubting your worth. You have questioned whether you are smart enough, strong enough, special enough. Those thoughts are not yours. They were planted by a world that benefits from your smallness, but you were never meant to be small. You were meant to take up space, to shine unapologetically, to walk in the fullness of who you are without shrinking for anyone's comfort. Type 111. If you are ready to step into your true identity, let that be your declaration, your energetic signature that you are no longer hiding. I need you to release the fear of not being enough, because that fear is a lie. You are more than enough. You have always been enough, and the evidence is in your survival. You are still here. After everything that tried to break you, bury you, silence you, you are still here, still breathing, still seeking, still believing that there is more. That alone is proof of your strength. You are also being asked to let go of comparison. Your journey is not supposed to look like anyone else's. Your timeline is not their timeline. Your process is not their process. What looks like a setback in your life might be a setup. What looks like a delay might be divine protection. Stop measuring your progress against people who are running a completely different race. There will be moments ahead that require courage. Moments when you will have to choose between comfort and growth, between fitting in and standing out, between the familiar and the extraordinary. These moments are not tests designed to make you fail. They are opportunities to prove to yourself what you are truly capable of. And every time you choose courage, you will feel yourself expanding. The version of you that walks through fear is not the same version that stood on the other side of it. Every act of courage changes you at a cellular level. It rewrites your story. It upgrades your identity. It shows you that you are capable of more than you believed. And once you see that, you cannot unsee it. Once you know what you are made of, you cannot pretend to be less. You are being called to stand in your truth, even when it is uncomfortable, to speak your truth, even when your voice shakes, to live your truth, even when others do not understand, because your truth is not just yours. It is a frequency that will resonate with others who are ready to hear it. Your authenticity gives others permission to be authentic. Your courage gives others permission to be courageous. Press the like button if these words are resonating with your spirit. Each like sends a signal out into the universe, creating a ripple that reaches other awakening souls. You are not just engaging with content, you are participating in a collective awakening. You are entering a season where your words carry weight, where your presence shifts atmospheres, where your decisions create ripples that reach farther than you can see. This is not something to fear. This is your inheritance. You were born for influence, whether that influence touches 5 people or 5 million. Numbers do not determine significance. Obedience does. The assignments you will be given will not always make sense to your logical mind. They will feel too big or too small, too simple or too complex, too early or too late. But they will always feel right to your spirit. And you are learning now to trust your spirit over your mind, to trust your inner knowing over external validation, to trust the pull in your chest over the noise in your head. If this message has stirred something in you, share it so others can find their way here too. Every share is a thread in the web that connects the chosen ones across the world. You are not alone in this. There are others like you, waking up, remembering, rising. Something profound is being restored within you right now. The parts of you that felt tired are being renewed. The hope that dimmed is being reignited. The clarity that was clouded is becoming sharp again. You are not going back to who you were. You are stepping into who you were always meant to be. There is a healing taking place in the invisible realm that you will soon see manifested. Wounds that have been open for years are finally closing. Patterns that have repeated for generations are finally breaking. This is ancestral healing. This is generational breakthrough. You carry within you the power to break cycles, not just for yourself, but for everyone connected to you. The healing you experience ripples backward and forward. It touches your lineage and your legacy. It frees those who came before you and those who will come after you. Your courage to heal is not selfish. It is sacred service. Leave a comment below with the number 111 if you feel the healing beginning. Your comment becomes part of the collective testimony that miracles are real and transformation is possible. Do not underestimate the power of your voice adding to the chorus. And if you are able, consider leaving a donation to support the continuation of these messages. The link is in the comments. When you sow into something that has blessed you, you activate the principle of reciprocity. What you give comes back to you, pressed down, shaken together, running over. This is not manipulation. This is how energy works. The energy you carry now is different from the energy you carried even a few months ago. You can feel it, can you not? the way you respond to situations that used to trigger you, the way you set boundaries that you used to struggle with, the way you recognize your worth in spaces that used to make you feel small. This is growth. This is evolution. This is you becoming. There are rooms you will walk into where your presence alone will shift the atmosphere. Not because of what you say or what you do, but because of who you have become. The light you carry cannot be hidden. The truth you embody cannot be denied. The power you hold cannot be diminished. And you are just beginning to understand the weight of that reality. There are signs all around you confirming that you are on the right path. Repeating numbers, unexpected messages, memories that surface at the perfect time, dreams that feel more real than waking life. These are not coincidences, these are confirmations. The universe is speaking to you in the language you understand, and it is saying, keep going. You are exactly where you need to be. Every delay you experienced was divine protection. Every closed door was redirection. Every disappointment was preparation. You wanted things to happen faster, but fast is not always best. You are being prepared for something that requires a specific level of maturity, wisdom, and strength. And that level is not reached through shortcuts. It is reached through process. The waiting was never punishment. It was refinement. Every day you waited, you were becoming someone new, someone stronger, someone wiser, someone more aligned with the magnitude of what you are being called to carry. And now the waiting is turning into receiving. Not because you finally did enough, but because you finally became ready. Share this message if it is speaking to your soul. When you share, you become a messenger yourself. You help this truth reach someone who needs it desperately right now. Your obedience to share could be the very thing that saves someone from giving up. You have been asking for a sign, and this is it. Not the sign you expected, maybe not even the sign you wanted, but the sign you needed. The sign that says you are seen, you are chosen, and you are being guided every single step of the way. The path ahead will not always be clear, but it will always be guided. There will be moments when you cannot see more than one step in front of you, and that is exactly how it is supposed to be. You are learning to walk by faith, not by sight. You are learning to trust the voice within you more than the circumstances around you. You are learning that you do not need to see the entire staircase to take the first step. There is a knowing rising within you that cannot be shaken by doubt or dimmed by fear. It is the knowing that you are protected, that you are provided for, that you are being led by something far greater than your own understanding. And the more you trust that knowing, the more evidence you will see of its truth. You are moving into a chapter where synchronicity becomes normal, where doors open before you even knock, where the right people appear at the right time, where resources flow to you because you are aligned with your purpose. This is not magic, this is alignment, and alignment is your natural state when you stop resisting who you are. The universe has been rearranging everything behind the scenes while you were simply trying to survive. Delays that frustrated you prevented disasters you will never know about. Rejections that hurt you redirected you toward something better. Nothing was wasted. It was all preparation. You are beginning to see patterns now that you could not see before. The way certain themes keep appearing in your life, the way specific lessons keep repeating until you finally learn them, the way you keep being drawn to the same truths from different angles. This is not coincidence, this is curriculum. You are being taught by life itself, and every experience is a teacher, type 777, if you trust the process. Let that number be your anchor. Your reminder that divine timing is always perfect, even when it does not match your personal timeline. There is a shift happening in how you perceive challenges. What used to feel like obstacles now feel like opportunities. What used to trigger fear now sparks curiosity. What used to make you want to quit now makes you dig deeper. This shift is evidence of your growth. You are not the same person who started this journey. You have been transformed by every step, every stumble, every moment you chose to keep going when quitting would have been easier. And this transformation is not just for you, it is for everyone whose life you will touch. Every person who needs to hear that they are not alone. Every soul who needs proof that it is possible to rise after falling. Every heart that needs permission to believe again. You are becoming living evidence of what is possible, and that evidence will speak louder than any words you could ever say. I want you to understand something clearly. What is coming into your life now is not by chance. It has been prepared for you. It has been aligned with your frequency. It has been waiting for you to be ready to receive it. And you are ready now, even if you do not fully feel it yet. Readiness is not the absence of fear. It is the presence of willingness. You are being positioned for a level of freedom you have only imagined, freedom from fear, freedom from lack, freedom from the opinions of people who never understood you, freedom to create, to express, to exist fully without apology. And that freedom begins the moment you decide that you will no longer shrink to fit into spaces that were never meant for you. The cage you have been living in was never locked. You had the key all along, but you were told so many times that you belonged there that you started to believe it. You started to call that limitation home. But something in you always knew it was a lie. And that something is what brought you here today. You are breaking out. Not because the cage opened, but because you finally realized you were always free. The only thing holding you captive was your agreement with the lie. And the moment you withdraw that agreement, everything changes. If this message has awakened something in you that you thought was dead, comment below and share your experience. Your testimony could be the spark that ignites someone else's breakthrough. There will be people who do not understand your choices. There will be voices that question your path. There will be moments when even you wonder if you are making the right decision. In those moments, come back to this. Come back to the truth that you are chosen, that you are guided, and that you are exactly where you are supposed to be. You have already been given everything you need for the next step. The wisdom is within you. The strength is within you. The courage is within you. You are not waiting for something outside of you to save you. You are remembering the power that has been inside of you all along. Support this work by donating through the link in the comments. When you give, you are not just supporting a channel. You are supporting the awakening of souls around the world. Every contribution carries spiritual weight and activates blessings in your own life. When you give to what has blessed you, you create a cycle of abundance that returns to you multiplied. This is your moment, not someday, not when you are more prepared, not when conditions are perfect. Now, right now, while you are reading these words, while your heart is open, while the fire is still burning inside you, this is your moment to decide that you will no longer wait for permission to become who you were created to be. You are a chosen one. You have always been a chosen one. And now it is time to walk like it, speak like it, and live like it. The world is waiting for you to remember. And once you do, nothing will ever be the same. Take a deep breath. Feel the truth of these words settling into your bones. You are not reading this by accident. You are reading this because your time has come. Step forward. The path is already opening. All you have to do is walk.